the bench.
Kaya hindi ko alam kung bakit kinakabahan si Coach Jerry. Sinabi niya sa akin kanina. Sabi ko, Coach, ang dami mong magagaling na players.
Si Coach Jerry hindi lang kabilang team yung minamind game niya, pati commentator, minamind game din niya.
Oo, totoo yan.
2-0.
Feeling ko matatawa si Coach Jerry when he watches this replay.
Sabi mo, Coach, kinakabahan. Kasi kinakabahan. Kinakabahan. Okay. What a commanding lead for the Lady Blazers as we begin set number 3.
Good defense and good save.
Great action we're seeing so far in the opening rally. Oh, Jaja Villena for a change scores the first point for the Lady Generals.
Good quick drop. She was already going down when she got to hit that ball, deceiving her blocker over there and also her defender.
I think if there's a player that has potential for EAC to become a scoring option, it's got to be Jaja Villena. She's got the height, she's got the length,
The
that
speed.
wingspan, the speed as well.
She just needs, you have to get a good first ball because she's a middle. So in order to maximize her, you have to get those really good defense.
You need to activate her more. Ito si Basarte setting up Gentapa against the triple block.
Good play over there, Gentapa hitting from the middle instead of the wing.
Formento choosing Reyes. Kept up by Getigan. Basarte to Estoque. Formento this time goes to the back row pero binuhay ni Basarte. Here's Getigan just sending this one across. Formento to the running Villena. And that's what we were saying earlier. Jaja Villena with a running hit.
She knows how to adjust with the sets that she is given.
Mancom representative of Perpetual is here, Frank Lucy Jr. And I think vice chairman, if I'm not mistaken, or chairman of the Season 99 Indoor Volleyball Tournament. Ayan, si Sir Frank. Later on, his team, his school will be in action. Perpetual will be up against JRU in our second game. But that's going to come after this. Rex Castellano, very chill, very relaxed. Alam natin kung bakit. They're up 2 sets. Walang ka-pawis-pawis.
Yeah, very fresh pa. Oh! What an ace with a little help of the net.
Christy Ondangan connects Melchor Divina, Sir Melchor from Mapua University this time. Of course, they're at the VIP box. Christy Ondangan, who was the primary middle blocker in Season 97. Medyo Season 98, she sustained an injury that she had to recover from. As we take a look at Dr. Lorenzo, Mancom representative of EAC. Of course, Ondangan. So, ang ginamit na ni Coach Jerry, syempre, gamit and Nolasco. So, Christy is still trying to find her way back.
Of course, knowing Coach Jerry, hindi niya agad ipapakita lahat ng players niya. He really has a big and deep bench. So, we're gonna see a lot of them here in this season.
That's from Game 1 to Game 9 in the elimination round. And probably the 2 games in the finals.
I have a feeling each and every game, iba-iba yung first 6 niya.
Coach Jerry.
Ganun na ka-seasoned and ka-exposed yung players niya in the game that he has that trust in them.
But he has that luxury every year. Pero dito, Jaja Villena, 60% attack efficiency. Kaya dapat mas puntahan pa siya dito ng EAC. By the way, EAC ahead to begin set 3. And they maintain the lead. Nope.
That was an error on the side of EAC. They are not tied here in the 3rd set. Again, they really have to control their errors here.
Again, it's the same thing, EAC hanging around, but for how long is the question. Almazan, the power hit or hit absorbed by Getigan, and that led to that attack from Estoque.
Estoque going high there.
Almazan put a lot of power in that one, pero ito, pinawi. Half of that point should be credited to Fiona Getigan.
Yes.
Who absorbed the hit. And this is another point for Biniod. 6-4 now in set 3.
This is what we've been mentioning earlier. We had Pascual earlier as an opposite spiker. Now we have Gentapa, who has been very offensive talaga. Wala ka talagang mapipili na sino yung first six mo kasi a lot of them are in the same standard. Same level lahat.
Kumbaga last season, Dorog, Estoque, they were still getting used to the NCAA scene. Pero 1 year and 1 season later, they're used to it. They're on the same level of Gentapa and Pascual.
And Dorog being the captain of her squad now.
That's right. Di lang opensa, depensa rin po. Here's Dorog from the back. Absorbed by Reyes. Almazan puts it down. And EAC comes up with a retaliation. How about this? Back row hit. Crisia Reyes. Saktong-sakto sa kanya. Here's Kat Almazan.
I like how they're challenging the hands of the blockers kasi they have tall players here for Benilde. So you have no choice. For EAC, you have no choice but to go to the sides or just power through those blocks.
Razonable. Pinahirapan yung first ball. Gamit with a tip. Razonable again. Toro keeps it up. Estoque. Power tip from within Estoque.
EAC really struggling in that defense over there. The short ball.
7-5. Estoque has developed into an all-around player para dito sa Benilde Lady Blazers. Now we saw them in action last season in the beach volleyball scene alongside Jessa Dorog. Reyes! Wow! Single coverage by Gamit.
Gamit looked at that ball, seeing if it was going to be defended.
And it is Benilde first to the technical timeout. On the other side, we'll have Lizelle Nierves again.
Another good news mga kapuso, pasok na rin po sa 2024 Paris Olympics ang Pinoy weightlifter na si John February Seniza. Yan ay matapos siyang magwagi sa qualification tournament na 2024 IWF World Cup sa Thailand. Nakuha ni Seniza ang ika-4 na pwesto sa men's 61 kg weightlifting category. Siya ay ika-8 dagdag sa pambato ng Pilipinas para sa 2024 Paris Olympics. Una nang nag-qualify sa 49 kg weightlifting category.
Welcome back mga kapuso sa ating NCAA Season 99 Women's Volleyball Tournament with the game between the Benilde Lady Blazers versus the EAC Lady Generals. A very challenging role was taken up by sophomore Jessa Dorog as the newly assigned team captain of the Benilde Lady Blazers. She is also very thankful na nandito pa ang kanyang mga seniors because she mentioned that with them, she is guided to better handle the team and her position. And just like her sister Justine Dorog, she also aspires to follow her footsteps. But the priority for now is the championship for Benilde. The Lady Generals also debuted a rookie libero, Christine Cordial, na nag-mention sa akin na katulad ng kanyang hobby ng paglalaro ng online games, in volleyball, she also learns to have tactics and to always be on aggressive mode. Those are some fun facts I can share about our teams. What can you say, Martin and Gaira?
Thank you so much, Lizelle, to emphasize responsibilities from both sides. Mula muna kay Dorog as we take a look at Almazan score on that hit. Let's check this one out. Here's the setup by Formento and then Almazan putting it down. Because you got Jessa Dorog leading a team filled with veterans.
Yes.
Filled with top-notch players. Imagine being in your second, third year and leading your team to potentially 3 straight championships. And for EAC, this is a team that's known for their floor defense and it's known for having good liberos. Yun ang kailangan po nandito ni Cordial.
Of course, you have a lot of responsibilities and pressure to take. But that's how you grow as a player here.
That's right. Being put in pressure-packed situations like that. Reyes. Kinuha sa ilalim. Ito ni Crisia Reyes.
Maraming beses na I've been seeing EAC, nag-aalangan talaga sila when they have those blockers in front of them. Hindi nila alam kung paano papalusutin yung bola through the blockers. And they always end up going outside with those hits.
Reyes will try again. Basarte setting up Dorog. Popped up by Almazan. They go to Razonable this time. Estoque was there. Tapa. Ando naman si Razonable. Back row. Push. Sent back by Undangan.
Gotta see more of the really good body language here of EAC kasi right now, medyo nagiging slow ulit yung galawan nila.
Razonable.
Good save!
And Tapa keeps it up. But Benilde could not send it across, so EAC scores that point. But good effort coming from Hentapa.
Definitely, naabangan niya yung bola.
This is Rhea Magalona to serve one of the middle blockers itong EAC. That's an area na medyo di malalim. Ang rotation ni Coach Rod. Ball is ping-ponged.
Yes.
And it goes to the EAC Lady Generals.
EAC now just down by 1 point.
Yeah, here we go.
Hopefully they become more, I would say, talagang gustuhin nila yung laro. Because when they're doing a lot of errors, dun na sila nawawala.
That's right. And we're here at mid-set again, Daira. Formento. Almazan from the back row. Hentapa was right there.
Good defense.
Estoque also from the back. And Estoque scores. 11-9. To stop the bleeding here, Estoque providing the goods.
We have so many strong players coming from Benilde. That's a good problem for their setter.
Yeah.
How to utilize all her spikers.
But so far, yeah, it's been a well-balanced attack for the Lady Blazers. Villena is checked. Reyes. Getigan, underhand setup for Dorog. Return to sender. That's a block.
They knew where Dorog was going because her favorite spot has been the cross court since the first set. So at least EAC has been reading her really well.
So back to a 1-point deficit faced by the EAC Lady Generals midway. We'll see if they can keep it up or maybe overtake Benilde here. Pasarte to Undangan. Oh, nice save by Formento. Reyes through the hands. And they score. So a bit of a fight back from the EAC Lady Generals.
Also miscommunication on the side of Benilde because Gentapa didn't know if she was going to get it or if it was Kim Estenzo. But usually, if the setter gets the first ball, it should be the libero who would get the second ball to set. Para they would still have a full front row or they still have a spiker to utilize.
Kompleto pa yun
Yes.
nasa harap. Formento! That's not what they needed.
It was too short.
So Benilde gets the point back and the lead.
Ang service kasi here in volleyball, service is like a free throw in basketball. So it's just you against you. How will you put that over? Walang katulong dun eh.
Oh!
Good save, that's still alive.
Wipe up, Villena. Hentapa off the hands. Formento. Reyes. That's a check ball.
Good use of the hands there. Going for that check out.
Off the block finish from Bridger Reyes, and EAC equalizes again. 12 apiece. Much more excitement here here in set number 3.
EAC finally finding their fighting spirit here.
Estoque, cross court, nandun si Cordial. Formento to Almazan, had to adjust. Hentapa. Underhand setup here for Razonable, who had to ad-lib. Estenzo. Back to Jade. Andun ulit si Formento. Another underhand set. This time, it's a free ball that turns into a point for EAC.
Benilde did not expect that free ball from EAC. Usually kasi pag free ball na itataas na lang eh. Ito, pinesto niya pa yung bola. So Benilde had a hard time reading that one.
Heads up play right there. 13-12 EAC. I mentioned it earlier. Overtakes here in set number 3.
But again, with an error, that is what has been happening since the first set. Didikit or lalamang and then mag-air. So, nahihirapan talaga sila to maintain that lead.
That's the ultimate momentum stopper in volleyball service errors. 13 apiece. Formento to Razonable. This time, Pasarte with the underhand set to Estoque. Ito naman ang EAC. Almazan puts it down.
Finally finds that hole in the defense of Benilde, which we mentioned earlier is the zone 6.
That's a clean hit from Kat Almazan. Yep, zone 6. Finding the weakness in this solid Benilde defense, mostly solid Benilde defense. So Jaja Villena, 7 points. Again, very good efficiency in her attacks today. Estoque. Not gonna work. They set up Almazan. Nandun si Dorog. Basarte, back to Estoque. Floor defense. Solidly shown there by EAC. This is Basarte with the reverse set. And Papa couldn't convert. Back row hit. Nandun naman si Estenzo. Gamit. Power push. Not gonna work as well.
What a set!
Long rally here. Jade. Catching the line at the back.
Long rally. Ended by Gentapa. What a good hit, seeing that there were no defenders on that sweep.
How about that? Targeting that spot. And Cloan is back on the court after a long rest. Will replace Chiney Basarte here. Gil Pascual is also in.
This is what we call the 2 substitutions in volleyball, so that you will have a full front row.
Yeah. So Gentapa is also out. It was Pascual who is cold off the bench, committing the attack error. So EAC maintains the 1-point lead. Can they snatch a set away from the defending champs?
They have to be more consistent here, Martin.
Kailangan sa Tagalog na terms ng volleyball, kailangan na itong kapitan.
Yes.
Huwag pakawalan. Razonable. It's a good jump serve. Donieto to Gamit. Tapos.
Gamit trying to go for that drop ball.
You saw the adjustment in midair for Mitch Gamit. This time, for the first time in the match, nauna sa 16 points ang EAC. We head to our second technical timeout.
Bigong makapasok sa 2024 Paris Olympics si Tokyo Olympic gold medalist at Pinay weightlifter na si Heidelin Diaz. Hindi nakamit ni Diaz ang kailangang puntos sa 59-kilogram weightlifting category sa qualification rounds ng 2024 IWF World Cup. Dagdag naman sa listahan ng pambato ng Pilipinas para sa
Balik sa ating laban, EAC holding on to the 2-point advantage. And players from the juniors division, netong De La Salle College of St. Benilde. You'll see them in action in our volleyball fiesta. Their Ates are down by 2 here in set 3, which is a rare sight in this match, especially, you know, with the dominance they've shown so far in the first 2 sets.
Hopefully we see EAC more consistent here in the 3rd set. They have the chance to win or dumikit man lang sa Benilde. They just really have to minimize their errors.
Tignan natin though if that technical timeout will trigger a pivot mula dito sa Lady Blazers. That's how it usually is. Ooh, a couple of players jumping for that ball. Here's Almazan, putting it through. Almazan challenging the blockers and finding success.
She loved that hit, and also her teammates.
How about this? Kat Almazan.
Good set too.
This is a legit scorer on EAC's side. Their captain last year, their leading scorer as well.
But I remember Pascual went viral for her block reach last year. And the fact that Almazan challenged Pascual there, it's a gutsy hit.
Speaking of Pascual,
Bumawi.
At sa kanya binigay yun ni Mondoñedo. So Benilde fighting back as expected. Willie Nestoque.
It's Willie Nestoque serving for CSB.
At the service line here, he's played a splendid game so far for the Lady Blazers. Ito si Almazan had to stop and adjust. Pascual with a swing.
Back-to-back courts from Pascual, really going down with that hit.
And here they come, Gail Pascual. 2 straight for the Lady Blazers. From both sides. Scoring from both sides. Fermento. Kaning kumuha doon. Dorog. Fermento again setting up. Razonable this time. Much difficult. Getigan to Estoque. Popped up. Fermento. Almazan. Basang-basa ni Mondoñedo. Here's Pascual again. Blockers getting the check. Almazan will drive. Sobra.
Too long, too strong.
So Benilde with 3 straight points. Equalizing the 3rd set. Coach Rod, napapakamot na lang sa bench ng EAC.
Yes, he has been frustrated since the 1st set.
And these are the chances they can't waste. Talking about the EAC. Pascual! Oh, she is on a roll.
She is on fire.
Yeah. Gail Pascual, after a long rest earlier, mainit na ulit. How about this swing? Down the line, catching the only defender at the back. 4-0 run to take the lead for the Lady Blazers. Looking to sweep EAC. Push. Here's the setup from Benilde. Counter push. Back row hit. Sobra.
That's what they have been struggling with earlier. Puro outside yung hits nila when they're seeing their blocker in front of them.
And Trisha Reyes has had a couple of that. Dito sa laban natin earlier, right in the front. Ngayon naman, mula sa likod. Fermento. Razonable. Yes.
We have to see more of Razonable here in this 3rd set if gusto talaga nang lumikit sa Benilde.
That ends Benilde's 5-0 run. So EAC is back to within a point.
Just 1 point away from tying the match again.
Dorog!
Goes down the line, but it was wet. It went outside.
Yeah. That's a rare attack error coming from Jessa Dorog, who has been on point with her attacks today,
Very
especially with her
consistent.
precisions. Yeah. Or yeah, with her precision rather. 19 apiece. Difficult first ball. Para kay Dorog dito. Too low, and EAC with 3 straight points.
We're seeing an entirely different EAC squad here in the 3rd set, Martin.
Yeah. It's been a set of runs here in the 3rd. Oh! With that 4 straight for EAC.
You have to credit the server there.
21-19.
She has been giving really powerful services.
By the way, this is Lynn Orendain, a new face for EAC. Changing the complexion for them, but not for long. Pascual ends the run. Coach Jerry finally showing some emotions.
Yes, for the first time.
Mitch Gamit, 20-21 is the tally. Kat Almazan
Substitution for EAC.
making her way back on the court, replacing Orendain, who provided quality minutes for Coach Rod.
As a service specialist, she did her job.
Yeah.
Pinahirapan niya yung Benilde with her services.
She compounded on their run. Gallardes, oh, that's a loaded hit, and it works. The Lady Generals with a 2-point advantage.
I am so enamored by how they're moving right now, their confidence, their newfound confidence, challenging Benilde, hopefully hoping that they're to get this third set.
Look at them celebrating, jumping, new energy on the court for EAC. But Benilde expect the counter from them. It is kept alive.
Good save.
Pascual! Oh, Gail Pascual! Snatches a point. Let's check this one out.
Making her presence felt here.
Okay, you saw the frustration from EAC because they thought it would go beyond. Pero nakuha ni Gallardes. Oh! Scramble from the Lady Generals. And we're all tied up.
That is a very, very costly error, Martin.
Yep.
Especially when you're on the 20s.
Lady Generals calling for time. Coach Rod will go for his instructions.
Move on. Secure the pass. Ano ba? Move on, move on. Puro kayo move on. Hindi yan. Secure niyo naman yung pass, ha? Doon na lang tayo makakabawi, eh. Hintayin niyo pa makapasa kayo ng mali. Ang hihina ng bola nila, ayaw niyo pag isip.
Message was loud and clear.
Yes, sabi ni Coach, hindi pag-move on ang sagot doon. Now that it's 22-all, they have to secure their passes, knowing that Gail Pascual is on the service line. Talagang very aggressive server.
22-all.
At the height of his emotions, nakahugod pa si Coach Rod. All right, play continues in the third set. Reyes scores. That's how you respond off a timeout. Coach Jerry, livid.
He's actually telling Nolasco that she could get that ball kasi si Dorog yung naka-block. Actually, kahit sino naman maka-block sa kanila, it wouldn't be counted as a touch. So any one of them could get that ball, and it was in front of Nolasco. Coach Jerry said that she should have been the one to get that.
Importante yan because that puts EAC on top. Mondoñedo to Nolasco. The quick is popped up by Formento. Oh.
There's a net violation coming from EAC. The set was too near the net.
So Benilde equalizes again.
23-all.
Some exciting moments in this match.
You can actually feel the pressure now. Earlier it was a slow game, but now both teams are really fighting for this third set.
They're in it. Oh, Reyes, too low!
Another costly error. Reyes struggling to get her momentum and her footing here in the third set. She has been committing a lot of errors even in the back row, Martin, if you can remember.
Jessa Dorog, Benilde team captain, serving for the match. Formento, over to Razonable, who overshoots it. She's looking for the check.
The point will be awarded to Benilde. That went out, it was too strong.
It will not be given, and that ultimately ends the match.
You can see Coach Jerry, he's not that satisfied with their win, of course. He's expecting this Benilde team to be more aggressive, but it's still a good win.
It's still a sweep.
Yes.
Yeah, 25-23 was the final in the third set. Longest set of the match at 30 minutes.